Alrighty then, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, a epic tale featuring these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow me to do all these cool, crazy, fun things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
It's so good to see you guys. We are back for take 2 of our adventure. As you guys remember, last week saw our heroes battling a grueling fight against the dreaded Scarhorn, a black dragon who had taken umbrage with the town of Sandpoint on behalf of his great master, the Red Bishop, and had summoned our heroes using an invitation written in the blood of one of their allies. And, well, now fueled by vengeance and a desire to, of course, bring an end to the dooms once and for all, our heroes embarked to the island known as Grubber's Isle, but unfortunately suffered a massive loss at the hands of the Black Dragon. Sandariel, however, in a final moment of desperation, called upon the Sands of Fate themselves in order to rewind time 24 hours to have another chance at defeating their adversary. Sandariel is the only person who does remember anything that happened, while the others are still preparing for the battle. So I guess we'll see how today differs from the last, and hopefully we'll have our heroes emerge victorious. But before we do get into more of this game and stuff like that, let's speed through our intro. We have, of course, some people to thank because they are what make us look as good as we do on this stream. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork here. As you can see, all of these cool caricature tokens we can see are made using Hero Forge that are not only designed to look awesome and embody our characters, but also you can get them 3D printed and shipped to you anywhere at home. We then also have Sirenscape for the beautiful sound you'll hear throughout the course of the game. All of the ambient music and stuff to immerse my players comes courtesy of that. And lastly, we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice, which of course you can see behind me is covered with artworks and maps and tokens and all these cool things. There are dice rollers, there are everything. So yeah, if you want to check out those things, go check them out. They're amazing. Now, before we start, I'm actually going to give a quick shout out here to both Paizo and Archives of Nethes. If you guys have watched my video on YouTube, or if you are interested in what's going on at the moment, there's a whole bunch of things happening right now with the licensing with Archives of Nethes, which is a search engine optimizer for, a search engine for data for the Pathfinder and Starfinder game. And of course, Paizo being the publisher of both Pathfinder and Starfinder. I'm just going to give a shout out to both of them, saying that if you do enjoy Pathfinder and Starfinder, go buy some books, go purchase some materials, the PDFs, the hard copies, whatever it is. Maybe you like all the cool little side stuff, like if you've liked my crit cards, or if you've loved the plot twist stuff that we've used for our games. All of these are Paizo products, and you can go and purchase them. Alternatively as well, if you would like, there is also the, well, not alternatively, that's wrong of me to say. Don't say alternatively, Michael. Also, if you would like to, Archives of Nethes has been such a linchpin in all of the cool stuff that that has been happening in terms of like allowing Pathfinder and Starfinder to remain accessible, because all of the information is easy to search for and easy to find. There is a Patreon over on the Archives of Nethes website. Go give them some support as well. It is funded by donations and volunteers and stuff like that. So if you've used Archives of Nethes and you've got a little bit of extra scratch, hey, consider giving them some help as well. So yeah, big love and big shout outs to both these companies as well. Okay, we have a donation already? What the hell? Yeah, it's very early, but that's good. We like that. Now, as always, we are coming now to our lovely players so that we can find out about who they're playing and what their impressions are. And because we did that 24-hour wind back thing, what I'm going to get all my players to do is not only introduce their characters, but I'd also like you to say what's going on in your character's mind as you prepare to go to Grubber's Island for the first time. Or in the case of Sandariel, what's on your Sandariel's mind now that she's received prophetic visions of the fate of the group once they arrive. So let's start in reverse order this time. We're going to be starting with Neil from Immersion Diversion, who plays the role of Blix.
Hello, everybody. Yes, Blix is a goblin from the pit. He has been trained with the bow by his oh my gosh, his name was sorry, Gerlunk, uh in that group, but has longed wanted to head out of the pit once he learned that in Sandpoint there was a MBC that had entered for the goblins. And upon accidentally getting charged for what was it, manslaughter?
Actually, the use of excessive force.
It's like somebody's force. Um, they have been, along with Sato, essentially exiled from um, Sandpoint, but has now a second chance to prove himself as this dragon has shown up and essentially kind of challenged the party, but also told them where to go. So hope, but also, sorry, I'm doing that thing again. Um, he has had a conversation with Wolfleck, and Wolfleck he has thoroughly said his goals of now trying to not only get the town on his side and the goblin side again, but Wolfleck in the showing that maybe he is better than Wolfleck at his own job of
That's
being
true.
the leader of MBC. So what he's thinking about right now is how the hell he's going to be doing that, but also how the hell he's going to get the head of this dragon that they are going to go up against at some point because Sato does want to kill him. So he can prove to the town that, and actually more like prove to Wolf that he is stronger than that knife of his.
Nice. Love that. Love that. All right. Next up, Sato.
Oh, I mean, Sato was, a monk from Tianxia who has come to Sandpoint on behalf of his family to get the businesses that used to be operating back up and running. In the course of all that, he made friends, enemies, all the usual things, but in particular, uh, became essentially the apprentice of the dragon that his family owed a whole pile of money to. And they also became friends. Said dragon was killed. Sato is now on a bit of a vengeance quest to go and do that. At the moment, he's looking at the wormling that's, flying around a little bit inside the pub or the bar, and is going cute. But we're going to make sure you're safe.
Fantastic. All right. Next up, we have playing the ghoulish gunslinger Western Sun. We have the wonderful and amazing John, aka Avarian.
Hello, I'm playing Westinson, a former guard from Magnamar who has found himself in Sandpoint. Not sure how he got there, most likely because of a bottle. Uh, it has joined up with the new heroes of Sandpoint as an attempt to free the city from its seven dooms. He has recently um, fallen afoul of a curse, something that brought him back as a ghoul, and is trying to come with to grips with that, his new role in the world as an undead, and generally just trying to keep his friends alive just a little bit longer, because they're dead set on not doing that.
Very true, very true. And of course, last but certainly not least, we have Cinderio.
Yes, one of the local priestesses directing everyone to the worship of Soundray. Young person who's effectively been under the caring hands of Father Xantus, the long-time spiritual leader, who keeps wanting to hand over the possession to her, although she keeps refusing to take it up, effectively. Of course, she's not always partly followed the path of the good light, as she has also been partly corrupted by an arson demon. which is a bit confusing because fire is involved in both light and darkness at this point. Which kind of fits for how she's feeling, with probably a splitting migraine, thinking about the day coming. I don't know if this is information from the divine or from the depths, as the carnage and death that she saw forecast for the big day coming. And is probably now rapidly trying to figure out various ways to nudge fate such that everyone actually stays alive. And alive is probably in air quotes for Westonson at this point.
Stay upright and functional.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
All right. So, as we get ready for today's session, we now have one last person to thank, and that is our lovely audience members. Guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time and energy and effort. It is greatly appreciated. Honestly, it's just amazing to have you guys constantly here and supporting the channel and stuff. As such, we invite you behind the GM screen to have a bit of fun with us and play around, because you guys are as much a part of the table as any of my players or myself. But to engage with it, we have some rewards incentivized. We have, for watching the channel, you earn channel points. These can be used at any point in time to influence the game with insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, so many cool things. So go check them out. They're amazing. We then also have some monetary donations, which go towards the DAG survival check for the month. The DAG survival check for the month is basically my support network. So it is how I afford things like the PDFs, the books, which don't only cover the books that I purchase from Paizo directly, but also the Fantasy Grounds versions as well, so that they can stay updated and my players can get access to all the things. It also covers things like subscriptions to things like Sirenscape and subscriptions to the thing that animates my little guys and stuff. Basically, all the overheads. That's pretty much the survival check in a nutshell. Anything excess I use for my mortgage, because, you know, I need to eat and live in a house and stuff. Ugh, humans, the only creatures who have to pay to live on this fucking planet. But, you know, nonetheless, you can do your part to help DAG with these donations. Look at them, aren't they amazing? We have for $5, hero points and jinx points. $5 will give you a red mark from a player or a purple mark from me. These are basically used to, for the players, stave off a killing blow, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counter hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from a deck of plot twists, which you can see here, and basically take whatever plot twist prompt we have and then turn it into something for the game. These are a really good way to allow me to polish up my improv skills and stay on task by completely derailing the adventure with random nonsense prompt words. We then also have our $10 Harrow deck draw, where I will draw a fortune-telling card from our deck of Harrows, and whichever player draws the card that we choose for today, then basically what they'll do is they'll have GM powers that they can use at any point in time to bring that prophecy to light, whatever it happens to be. $20 is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes you need a crit, and that's how we get one. $20 for a crit. Boom, that's it. $50, we have a boss buff, where we increase the difficulty of a challenge the group is facing, and upon defeating the creature or boss or whatever situation they happen to be in, they will receive a magic item. So that's another really, really big one right there. And then last but certainly not least, we have our $100 secret menu item, which is going to go to Cinderial. Cinderial, having recently used the Sands of Fate in order to rewind time, in order to try again against this dragon, has afforded Cinderial with visions as well as new powers. Cinderial, you now have another ability. Not now, but when we get the donation, if we get the donation, your new ability will be called the Sands of Hell. Basically, what we're going to do is, in addition to all the damage you deal with fire damage, you are going to deal half the damage of any fire-based spell or spell with the fire trigger as slashing damage, as sands from hell will now mix in with your magic. and attack as well. So if you do have a fireball that does 6d6 points of damage, you will also do 3d6 slashing. If you do 4d6 fire from a sphere, it will also do 2d6 slashing on top of that with the sands that now mix in with your flames. The sand that mixes in is a ashen black color, and as the name implies, comes straight from hell. So there you go. That'll be the $100 secret menu item for today. Nice little damage boost here as Cindereal slowly continues to slip deeper and deeper into infernal depravity. Cool. We good? Everyone happy? Ready to go?
Awesome.
Fuck yeah! Let's do it. What?
Rock and
You got
roll.
you got
Oh,
the earlier
yes.
donation stuff.
Yes, that's right. We do have donations. Let's go through it. We have a random donation from Anonymous for a hero point for Westonson. Let's do that real quick. Hero point for Westonson. Westonson, get a hero point. There we go. Boom. Hero point for Westonson. We then have a hero point and a nat 20 for Sato. Love that. Thank you. Thank you so kindly.
Definitely.
And where's that nat 20? Nope, that's mine. There we go. All right, fantastic. All right, and now look, everyone's kind of. You know what? That's actually bothering me. Hold on, 1 sec. 1 second. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I was gonna say, usually it's me who has to balance this stuff, but not today.
Not today.
It
Look
was
at that.
not
How
me.
does it feel? How does it feel to be on the other side of it today?
Pretty good, actually. It's like, oh, it's pretty.
Well, there you go. So now you know how people feel. It's like, yeah, if you use up the stuff, people then have their OCD and they balance it. But no, I had to rebalance it because now that everyone was even, I had like some of the hero points were up and lower, and so I had to balance it. So now it's all now they're
I'm just waiting for the true balancer to give you the nat 20, so we've all got 1 and 1.
That's true. That's true.
I know. I was thinking about that.
Yeah, but I'm not one of the players. I'm not one of the guys. Anyway. All right, let's get into this. So, once again, we return to the town of Sandpoint. Cindereal, your eyes suddenly flash as you are brought back to the hustling and bustling streets of the Sandpoint marketplace. You are leaving the beekeeper's apothecary, not apothecary, what's it called? Apiary. Apothecary? Because, I mean, the bees make potions, so... and you now all have your potions of acid resistance now in tow as you prepare your very special honey for the journey ahead. You stop for a moment, which everyone notices as you are walking away, as these visions sort of cloud your mind. The scene is yours to do with and what you would like before you meet up with Granlog Irongrog that afternoon to travel to Grubber's Isle and face off against the Red Bishop and its minions.
Is everything okay?
Oh, my head. I don't know what's... Wait. What? Sandero looks around a little bit confused, suddenly being back in Sandpoint.
I just had the worst dream. You were dead, and you were dead, and you were dead.
And you killed him!
And you killed him.
Well, good thing it was just a dream.
Fuck you. Fair enough. Well played. You got me. Son of a bitch.
Thank
But
you.
But Sandero, looking at the group, says, I think there's a few things... Someone tells me some higher powers telling me that that aisle is not going to be as easy as what we're going to want. Especially if
Yeah.
we,
Oh,
especially if we go there with Rage Field. And Weston, I think there's something that's not quite right with you. We might need to.
His ear falls off.
what do you mean? He looks like me.
Mm.
I'm currently gnawing on Blix. You don't say.
Ah! Yeah! Get away.
Mhm.
I think there's someone in the temple that you need to speak to. Although you might not like the conversation.
Pretty sure I have a good idea where it's going.
Dear Pharasma, listen. Fucking back off, okay? Okay, I've nearly died so many times here, okay? Just fucking chill. All right. If there's no protesting, our heroes will travel together to the north of the town, where, of course, you will arrive at the Sandpoint Cathedral. The cathedral, a very opulent and beautiful location, one of the heartstones of the town of Sandpoint, a place where all religions are welcome. All religions, of course, now including worship of the devil god, the demon god Cabriri, who, of course, is the patron god of ghouls. Having met with Canker, a ghoulish cleric of Cabriri deep within the pit, our heroes managed to negotiate time and time again with the ghouls, and have now created a space for them to be able to not only practice their worship, but consensually allow for people to be converted to the religion. And not necessarily a free reign, but at least some understanding towards the dietary needs and ritualistic needs of the worship of Cabriri. Most of their sermons and worship do happen in the middle of the night. They prefer it because obviously it's quite grisly and quite, some might say, ghoulish. So yeah, I said the practices might be okay. And it is the middle of the day. It is the middle of the day. So Westinson, you basically need to go into the vestibule or whatever they call it behind the church to go and speak to Canker. As you arrive, Canker looks to you all and says, let me pull up a picture of him real quick. Blessings be, well, if it isn't my good friends. What can Cabriri and his loyal servant do for you this fine day on the surface?
Well, I seem to have come down with an affliction, and my good friend Dario believes I should talk to you about it.
He looks to you and he peers over your body with a single glance. He then scoffs and he says, "Affliction? You call such a gift and blessing an affliction? In my presence? No, we cool. That's okay. I don't really mind. Can you imagine if people were always like that? Oh no, you said something was bad. Your flesh is rotting off your skeleton. Of course, you'd think think of it as an affliction. But I did mean what I said. It is a blessing. Cabriri has seen fit to bring you from the grave into the fold. Joyous, rapturous indeed. Have you yet tamed your hunger?"
Not precisely.
Do you tell Canker about the bone gnawing?
Mm-hmm.
He says, yes, of course. Fresh from the womb of our great lord, when one first turns, the hunger can be a little hard to satiate. If you are squeamish, I would probably excuse myself while I have the next few words with Westinson. He looks around.
Yeah. So Daryl will just whisper, ask him if there's anything to do with the potions, because they seem to have affected you rather severely.
I'll add that stuff. It's fine. I know why we're here. I was the one who suggested it, remember? Weston, so this is more, he is going to at first start by, well, I mean, presumably none of you have left for some, but, you know, I mean, if you don't want to leave, it's fine. But he pulls out what looks to be a tray of what look initially to be biscuits and hands one of them to Westonson.
Ah.
I'll look it over suspiciously.
It looks like a biscuit. You can kind of tell it's not because it smells fucking delicious. So incredibly delicious.
Well, down the hatch then.
As you eat it, it just disappears down your gullet, and for the first time since you converted, your mind feels clearer, sharper. Like when you were drunk, you were used to your mind sort of swaying in that kind of spiraled, almost like intoxicated kind of feel. This is something different. This is like sort of being on your ADHD meds and then suddenly click, everything comes into focus. Everything is now, your body is behaving above what you're used to. You feel stronger, you feel faster, sharper, your senses heighten, you can smell clearer, you can see clearer, everything is just heightened. And I presume you finished the cookie.
Yes.
He explains that one of the things he discussed with Father Xantus was the practices of obviously eating rotted corpse and cannibalistic, natures of that, of which ghouls participate. Rather than the grisly visage of gnawing on human bones and appendages, we came up with a solution, a communion, if you would, to Cabriri that involves removing livers from bodies before they're buried, basically letting them ferment, then crushing them, turning them into a cookie mix, and then giving this to our communion. This way, you still get to feed, but you can do so in public with people around without, turning eyes.
Oh, that's really smart.
Thank you. This also means that enough of the body goes remarkably unbothered when it comes to being buried in the town, which means we now have a steady supply as the dead go to the graveyard of internal organs, which we can then turn into these communion biscuits. He then goes through some of the basics. Now that your mind is able to concentrate on what he's saying, he tells you that you are a member of the undead, that Pharasma's boneyard will hold no sway over you. There is a very philosophical question as to what became of your soul when you died. Technically speaking, your soul could potentially manifest as a ghost somewhere. Perhaps it has already moved on to the boneyard, but once you go down, once this body ceases to function, that is it. The end. We believe that in that moment, Cabriri will drag us into the pit because of our loyalty and allow us to serve in his legion. But this is our belief. What you believe happens is entirely on you. He also says that being a member of the dead comes with certain rules. You will no longer need to sleep. You do still need to eat. That is part of it. And it's not the food, it's not what you put in your stomach that sustains you, but it is the life that was lost, that necrotic energy that you subsist off. In the same way, life now is a pollution to you. If you want to heal / gain nutrients and stuff like that, you will need to embrace the void. If you, unfortunately, embrace the vitality that once sustained you in life, it will be as poison to your body. With that, he explains, in very layman's terms, healing magic bad, void damage and harm damage good.
Can you still eat regular food?
Yes, but no. You see, it's not really digested because our organs aren't really functioning in the same way. it would be eaten, but it wouldn't taste good and effectively would just cause a stomach ache.
She would just always be full.
No, that's not what I. No, it's as I said. They need to eat dead, decaying, rotten flesh. They can do so from like rats. They can do so from humans. They can do so from any source. Humans are very, very nutritious. Animals and stuff like that, a little less so. We find that ghouls tend to prefer those of their own kind. In this case, Westonson would probably have a taste for dwarven meat more than, say, goblin meat.
I don't know if I could eat goblin.
Oh, believe me.
Blake says
if you
Blake's in his mind has been a little curious on this kind of stuff. But
if you accepted the blessing of Cabriri, Blix, goblin meat would be the most succulent meat you will ever have eaten. You will eat nothing greater in your life. Come back and talk to me, and then perhaps
I don't think I could eat the NBC though. I'd have to find other goblins.
He looks at the others confused.
I'm okay.
He looks at the others confused at what the hell he's going on about. But then turns back to Westonson once again to continue the conversation. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. But here's some extra for the road. At this point, Westonson, what we're going to do is all of your healing potions. This is where we're going to swap your healing potions for harm potions and stuff like that. So anything you have that would otherwise give you vitality healing, he'll take the vitality potions off your hands and replace them with harm ones.
Okay.
Okie doke. Sweet. All right. My tea's not brewed. Okay. All right. Where to next? What do you want to do?
Well, the next thing is now I'll start asking Sato questions about what he actually knows about dragons. If we're going to fight one, I assume you know how to deal with one. That is what you're aiming to do, is it not?
What does Sato know about dealing with dragons besides little inventions?
Honestly, not a great deal. I mean, you know the basics of dragons is that they have usual behaviors, things that they do. For example, you would know that black dragons, for example, can often be found in swamps or acrid ponds and stuff like that. And acid is usually kind of in their wake, quite clearly from the things you have witnessed, you know. But back in Tianzia, the dragons are nothing like the dragons here. Even Crystal, who was a fortune dragon, you found out, behaved in ways that, you know, obviously differed from the dragons back home. Hunting dragons is definitely a practice that has happened time and time again. But you have no experience with hunting dragons specifically, other than maybe small drakes and stuff like that. But the rules for hunting them don't apply to something as big or as magnificent as the full-blown adult dragons.
Yeah, I mean, just as a heads up, Sato does actually have master in dragon lore. So
oh, you do? Oh, sorry. My apologies. I lie. You know quite a lot about dragons, actually. I didn't realize you'd gotten... I didn't even realize you got... When did you get up to master?
It came with the dragon accolade.
Oh, okay. No, I stand corrected. I didn't realize it did.
That's okay.
All right. In which case, yeah, you actually do know quite a lot about dragons, including dragon hunting and the like. Look, okay, to be honest, Michael knows a metric fuck ton about hunting dragons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to know what you guys are after so that I'm not here for the next hour giving you a lecture on hunting dragons. Because, again, very easy for me to do. What would you like to? What would you like to know here?
It's probably going to be what's the most effective way for a team of 4 to,
So a team of 4 is quite a difficult
survive.
challenge. So yeah, a team of 4 is a very difficult challenge. Number 1 is dragons have a lot of advantages which they use to great effect when it comes to fighting creatures weaker or smaller than them. It's the reason why they're still one of the predominant predators of even sapient creatures like humans and elves, etc., etc., etc. Traditionally, a group of 4 would require an ambush to try and defeat a dragon. If you happen to be caught up by a dragon, like you stumble onto a dragon and have to fight in a direct confrontation, mano a mano, it's the traditional way of dealing with it is to what's called off tank. Okay, this is a role. This is not just a role-playing game. This is an MMO strategy in which one person will step forward, draw the attention of the dragon, pulling it towards them and making sure that the head is aiming away from the rest of the group, while the off-tank heals, supports, buffs, etc., etc., etc. When the tank is injured, they then move back and swap in another tank who then begins to soak and take that damage on their behalf while the healers heal up the original tank. They go back and forth swapping this way in order to basically mitigate as much damage as possible. Meanwhile, all the rest of the damage goes over the top and does what it can to try and injure the creature. Somebody who is capable of maintaining the attention is kind of important. Now you can see why a team of 4 is quite tricky, because a team of 4, that strategy becomes hard if there's 4 of you and 2 of you are just taking damage. It means that whoever is dealing damage, whoever is attacking, they need to be armed to the fucking teeth. They need to have either very powerful spells, very powerful tools or magic weapons and stuff like that, and they need to be able to lay on as much forceful damage as they can to basically make this cycle as little as possible. So that is, in a direct confrontation, mano a mano, 4 people versus a dragon, that is the primary strategy that will get you to survive. If everyone just dumps on damage on the dragon and tries to out-damage the dragon, chances are you'll lose. The second thing is try not to fight a dragon in their lair. Now, this won't always be possible, but a dragon knows its lair like the back of its hand. It will use everything around it to its advantage because it knows where everything is, whether it's secret traps, collapsible walls, whatever the case is, dragons have the experience and upper hand in their territory. But if you move them out into an open space, such as, let's say, a beach, for example, you then have to contend with another thing, their flying ability. Finding a way to shut down their flying is a great advantage, except when fighting a black dragon. While black dragons do fly, and they are in fact very well known for it, black dragons are adept swimmers. They are incredibly agile in the water. In the place that Sindariel remembers, for example, after Sato explains all of this, you realize that there's no situation where Scarhorn will not have an advantage in the environment. Whether he's in the cave, whether he's out of the cave, he is definitely at an advantage. Because it's his lair, it's about how it is. Lastly, there are a few tools that you can bring in order to help protect your tanks and stuff like that from dragons. You've already got one of them, and that is, of course, a resistance potion to the breath weapons and stuff. But also, there is a shield that you might be able to get your hand on. Let me just have a look here. The Dragon Slayer's Shield. The Dragon Slayer's Shield is a small steel shield designed specifically for the ability to increase your ability to dodge dragon's breath. It will automatically give resistance to whichever breath has been hit with it. And if the dragon's shield takes damage of any kind from the breath, in addition to the resistance, if you have blocked the, if you select for example, a black dragon, if it's a black dragon shield, you will then also take 18 less damage from black dragons while wielding the Black Dragon Slayer shield.
Dang.
So potentially a resistance of like 28 to the breath weapon and a bonus to the reflex saves.
Okay.
Yeah. So as far as tools go, if you are on a small group, that particular tool is 670 gold. And I will roll a percentage to see if they do have a black dragon one in stock somewhere. But there you go. That is your master knowledge on fighting a black dragon with 4 people.
Okay.
By the way, to the audience, I think all that information is worth a $5. Just saying, putting it out there. Okay, that's only like the top. That's just the skin of what I know about dragon slaying.
That's
Just,
worth a jinx.
I can tell you how to carve. I can tell you how to carve up a freaking dragon. I can tell you which parts of the like. I can tell you about their acid bladders as well. You know, I can tell you all the fucking stuff. And dragons aren't even my favorite fucking monster. Just saying, putting that out there. All right. Anyway, carry on.
So, out of curiosity, and this is like a strictly mechanical question.
Sure.
Shields, like monks can't use armor.
No one
But
says
can they
monk.
use a
Well,
shield?
real quick, no one says
Well, they
monks
can, but they're not trained. Well,
Correct.
they lose their
level
AC
and the
bonus.
proficiency and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way it works, so just to be clear, so unarmed, you are trained, or you should be an expert by now, but basically when you are a trained or an expert or proficient in armor, you get to add your level and a small bonus to your AC. If you are wearing armor you're untrained with, you lose that proficiency, you lose that training, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You can hold a shield, 100%, absolutely, not a problem. And thank you for the 920 for the dragon tip.
Aw,
Yay!
Nice.
All right. I'll take that. Happy Michael dance.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
The only thing to watch for Sato is his stances, because I'm pretty sure they will say you need to be unarmored.
Well, yes, but keeping in mind having a shield, you are still unarmored.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's still fine. Or at least how I'd view it, it'd still be fine. So yes, you could with Sato hold a shield or wield a shield without affecting your AC.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm.
Of course, Sato doesn't have anywhere near enough money to buy said shield.
It is a very expensive shield, mind you, but it is, of course, a thing. Now, I would say that I would give it to you at half price if, and I said if, for some reason or another, you have any black dragon hide or scale with you.
I
don't
found some in his travel. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember you tearing any of it off.
No, it would have only been if there was something left from the, like with Crystal.
Oh, from the fight with Crystal. Interesting. Roll me a percentage, Sato. I like that. Perhaps there is some measure of wound that that Crystal left behind. 69. Nice.
Oh,
You know what? All right.
so that's a 75% discount, right?
Okay. Make a okay.
69% discount.
All right. Sato thinking about this. Oh wait, no. Sorry, we can't. Fuck it. Let's keep going. I'm in it already. Because Westinston, you've got the quick crafting thing, don't you?
I do.
Do you have magical crafting?
I do.
There you go. All right, so let's make a check to see if you can find these sites of the battle. Perception check from everyone as you begin to search the town for where Scarhorn fought Crystal. 26, 38, nice. Natural 20, Blix. All right, so Blix, because 32 was the DC. So Blix and Cindereal, the
That's
two
like
of you.
critical success.
It is.
Sorry.
Blix and Cindereal,
Oh, yeah.
both of you managed to find various sites of the battle. Sato, it might be a little bit difficult coming and seeing these from time to time. You can see kind of Crystal did not do she fought hard, but she didn't do well. The first sight is just mostly their blood, not the dragons. And then you see that there's a portion of it which goes over to the glassworks, where Crystal seems to have slammed the black dragon through one of the side walls where the workers would otherwise be housed. But as it does so, you actually do see that there is a strip. Not a big strip, but like kind of like almost like a tear from a forearm or perhaps underneath the arm, where a swath of black dragon flesh seems to be on the ground. You can see that there are a number of seagulls that are currently eating it.
Well, I'm going to get rid of the seagulls.
All right, you rush over, you start making noise, you start waving your hands, and sure enough, you find a chunk of black dragon flesh. Okay, Westonson, it's now on you, buddy. Taking the dragon flesh, you think you can make something of it. You have enough to definitely make a shield, like buckler kind of sized shield, but for the sake of aesthetics, I don't like the idea of Sato walking around with a giant shield. So I'm going to say that we can apply the bonuses from the dragon's shield to some vambraces that will kind of work Wonder Woman style. When you sort of cross your arms, you can kind of activate the shield mode to do that. It'll still provide you a shield bonus. It'll still do all the things. Just aesthetically, I like it better as armbands than a big ass shield. So,
can Sato help at all with the crafting?
Do you have magical crafting as a feat?
No, just regular crafting.
I think I'd like to give.
That's fine. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd like to give this
helping. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I'd like to give Westonson the shot at this just to kind of solo on that. But I think Sato would still give advice in terms of like how to cut the flesh from the leather, how to treat it and stuff like that. And Westonson, you've got a few techniques to accelerate the tanning process, which of course would normally take days. But you go over to the hagfish. You realize that hagfish slime, when dried and desiccated, create these sheets of powerful ammonia that can actually do the same effective thing in half the time. You kind of work around your chemistry to be able to do this stuff you've trained and specialized in. So Westonson, when you're in your lab, let's make a crafting check.
Natural 1 or 4.
4 is not going to do it.
Use a hero point.
Okay, let's do it. Hero point it is.
Of course, that tracks.
You do have that nat 20.
Yep, I'm spending it.
You got to spend the nat 20?
Yep.
All right.
A total of 40. Wow.
Yeah, okay. With your critical hit on the 40, you absolutely nail it, creating a pair of very, very shiny ebony dragon-scaled vambraces. These things actually look sick. And we let's give you an added effect here. So first of all, I'm just gonna add the item to your list here. Sorry, 1 second. What's it called? It's called the Dragon Slayer's Shield. Dragon Slayer Shield. There we go. Dragon Slayer's Shield. Oh, it's in 7 Dooms. I wonder where you get it. That's weird. Okay. So, Sato, you are acquiring the Dragon Slayer Shield. Which is... You know what'd be really funny is if it's in the... I'm just going to check now because I want to see. It'd be really funny if it's in the actual treasure hoard that he has.
That'd be funny. Or like it's inside of someone he ate. So, or
Could be.
like,
No,
or, I mean, like
I'm just
it's
wondering.
inside of him.
It'd be
He
the
ate
classic
someone.
if the Red Bishop has it to protect himself from his own mind.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Okay, let's see. Dragon Slayer Shield. Grubber's Hermitage, Scarhorn. Okay, here we go. Because I know you haven't found it beforehand. I'm pretty confident about that. The Marsh Giants, Scarhorn, yada yada yada. Nope, it's not with him. And no, it's not with the Red Bishop either. Oh well, might be somewhere, but
Unless it's in the chest under that frog.
oh, maybe. Hold on, maybe.
Please almost found it. The
Did someone? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've got donations to deal with when you.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'll do that. I'll do that. Yada yada yada. Creature. Here we go. Triton's Construct. No, it's not there. But there is some cool stuff in there, though. Yeah. No. It's probably somewhere, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't with the dragon. That'd be so weird. It's like, ha 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 ha. I have the shield of my own spine. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Donations. Here we go. Let's see. A 25 donation from Cookie. Replacing all the stuff from Weston.
Except that mine got changed because immediately after that.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, I can see that now. All right. So we then also have another one. So where are you spending your 25?
So I'll spend mine on 4 hero points and a jinx point, if that's okay. Even though it's giving one to me.
Perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Like I said, Cookie, you have done many donations for that, and I have no issues because you're not donating to yourself, you're donating to the table, which is drastically different. So, that's fine. You can include yourself when you do something for everyone, that's fine. Okay. Wow, all my players are locked and loaded.
Yeah.
All right. So, armed and equipped with a very powerful little additive there. It gets on to the day. Is there anything else you guys want to prepare here?
Nope, I'm just seeing.
Nope.
The only thing Sindera will do is Westonson and Sato are off doing their own little thing. Is probably very confusing to Plex and everyone else. Is she is making what appears to be a distress flag.
Oh, okay.
This being the orange one with the circle and square.
Sure, not a problem. Okay. You make the distress flag and you keep it on your person.
Yep.
The time has arrived, and our heroes once again set sail, heading out from Sandpoint towards Grubber's Isle. The sea laps beneath the boat as Grandlog Irongrog steers our ship true towards Grubber's Isle. Go away, I don't need you. There we go. As you begin to get closer, he once again says his spiel of him. He'll basically come back in 24 hours. And if in 24 hours you are not here, he will come back one final time. And if you are not here again, then he will presume that you are dead. No rescue will come. Okay.
Okay.
So, where would you like to ask him to let you off? You have your dinghy, by the way.
Yeah.
You can still see the you can still see the small docks over here.
Yeah.
Thought we had to swim last time.
You do. Oh, didn't he give you a dinghy? No, I mean you might have to swim. All right, well you have to swim. Where do you want to swim to?
Well, it looks like there's a town or a village over that way with docks. We could go there.
Sato's going to look at Cinderio going, Do you remember anything of this?
I remember us sneaking away from that place because it was not unoccupied. I
have
also
a
remember
suggestion?
Blix. I also remember Blix being eaten.
Did you whisper that?
Yeah.
It's
Perception check.
Sato will look at Blix and go,
What did he
Blix
say?
was eaten? No, he's actually going to say, Blix was eaten?
I was eaten. By what?
Blix, I don't think we want to go to that town or that village.
I gotta.
All right, so in that case, where are you going?
No one eats me and gets away with it.
We've got business. Do we want to? Where do we want to go, guys?
Well, if we aim for the beach just south and go along, something tells me
Okay.
things will happen if we head along the southern edge of the isle.
Now,
But,
real quick scenario,
Yep.
because I want to give you something here as well. You can go to the beach. Another idea strikes you in a moment. While you still have the boat with Grandlog here, you could make your way to the ocean area where the brine dragon was seen
Yeah.
before the fight occurs to try and reach out to them.
Yeah. I was tempted to do that at one point. Because I was actually going to bring up, but we kind of moved on with the crafting, which was with Sato going on and on about the perils of that. That one way to fight the dragon would be another dragon. And, if we... Question is whether Grandlog wants to potentially speak to a dragon on the open waters.
Oh, so you're gonna ask Grandlog? He's like, a dragon, you say? I can't say I'm very keen on the idea of jumping into a dragon. Very easily to lose their temperament, these dragons are. You know this scaled sea serpent, then?
I spoke to it. Kind of.
And what be ye impression of it?
What?
It wanted clean waters.
Aye, that seems to be a good thing for a brine dragon to want. More, did it seem, I don't know, agitated, angry, inclined to kill handsome dwarves riding on sail ships?
Oh, you're safe then.
Oh, fuck you.
Have you
some
polluted the
goblins?
ocean?
I mean, on occasion, maybe I'll kick over a bucket of fish heads into the ocean. I do my duty to Gosray, damn it. He kind of pouts because he now is wondering how eco-friendly he is. Sato, you know that adult brine dragons are pretty harsh. They are raised in a very, very strict fashion where they have like a hierarchy. The older dragons are more knowledgeable and more respectable, so they kind of the younger ones have to listen to the older ones. Tracing this lineage back far enough, you eventually come to Kelizandri, the brackish emperor, who basically is kind of like your emperor of the brine dragons kind of thing. So long as there wasn't a pod, a solo brine dragon might have a more independent view than, say, the others. They kind of desire to have their own... They kind of see themselves as benevolent rulers, more than anything. But that's a self-perception.
Sure. But it is guides their attitude is essentially what it comes down to.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if this one's on its own, it might be trying to establish its own territory, create its own pod, do that whole thing. Which, of course, it might have been like, oh, these waters are beautiful. This is where I'll come and live. And then someone basically came in and polluted it all. And it's like, son of a bitch, I just made my home here, and someone's ruining it.
Yeah. So, and I mean, we're following the trail of pollution and whatnot,
yeah, the trail of pollution. The trail of pollution ends at the docks here.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, if Cinderella was saying this going on, we could, can we essentially get a bucket or a couple of buckets full of what it is if we're going to go quest for this dragon to...
Sure. I mean, that wouldn't be hard. Actually, no, it would be. Sorry, what am I saying? You can only get a vial of it because it'll eat through the bucket.
Yeah.
What if
it needs to be in glass?
Yeah. See, if only Cinderella had said that back in town where someone has a glass factory.
Well, I think even just getting a glass vial, you can do that with Westinson's alchemy kit and stuff like that.
Sure.
Like I said, it's just the amount is not important. It's just like a vial of it. All right, but the question is do you want to try and draw in the dragon now, or do you want to try and make landfall? Either way is fine. I just wanted to give you the option.
I think if we can get the dragon on hand early, well, at least it might. One, it would stop it from getting angry if it can stop the pollution of the waters. And two, it didn't seem to care too much about us when the two of them faced off. I think. That's kind of where my mind goes fuzzy.
Okay. And probably if we helped it, it would be amenable to it if we helped end the fight.
And maybe we're not to seeing ships sailing across its territories as long as we're known friendly.
I think we should do it. Get all the help we can get against a black dragon.
Okay. Sailing out towards the west, you begin to follow the southern reaches of the island. Eventually, you come to an open patch of water. It is beautiful. You can see flying fish. You can see the calls of the seabirds that are here. And I need a survival check from everyone to survival or perception, either or, to see if you can figure out where the hell this dragon might be. Because while the ocean, of course, the surface is quite wide, the depths are even create an even larger space. Ooh, Sandariel. You see what looks to be a school of fish that seem to be acting very bizarrely. They seem to be turning in a big circle and arcing off in the distance.
Which could likely either be them following the dragon or just staying in its nice clean waters.
You pointed out?
Yep, point out.
Okay. So. Oh, that's not what I want. I want... Here we go. What's this one? Beautiful. All right. As you get closer, you can see that the fish are starting to coil into a single school. The captain gets closer, but as he does, he realizes, oh shit! As he quickly turns the wheel as hard as he can to port. He says, quick, everyone, grab onto a line and lean out the port side. As you do so, As you do so, the ship starts to turn sharper and sharper, lifting as it does so. The school, you kind of just narrowly miss where the school is, but that is, of course, just in the nick of time as rising from the depths, the brine dragon leaps out of the water with its mouth open with a mouthful of fish from this school. It rises into the air, stretching out its wings, almost gliding for a few feet before crashing into the water. The waves cause everyone to be doused in salty spray. And I need an acrobatics check or an athletics check to hang onto the ship as it just suddenly lists as the wave collides with the boat. All right.
A plus 21, and it's still a 29.
All right. I think that's still okay. Yeah, that's still okay for everyone. Okay. So you guys managed to hang on. Grand Log, covered in water, is just like, Jesus, Crow, like, what the hell? As the dragon now sort of, you can see the sail fin sort of moving around. It starts to move around your ship. It's noticed you. It's curious. You see every now and then the eye sort of twisting to the side just below the surface as it passes underneath you, looking up from underneath the water as it turns and resurfaces on the other side of your ship.
So knowing that the distress flag got the dragon's attention in the previous iteration, Sandero will hold out the flag to see if it will at least reach to at least talk on seeing the flag.
All right. As you do so, all right. As you do so, the dragon does indeed see your flag and will approach. It rises out of the water, lifting its head, dripping, like almost with a cascade down its massive and beautifully azure scales.
Whoa.
As you stand in the presence of this creature, it says, moment.
I am Caldalian, and these waters are my dominion. You fly the flag of distress upon your vessel, yet I see no distress. Why have you come? What trouble may you fare upon my domain?
Sorry, this is actually what just got background music in case you didn't know.
Silence, Cyrus. I wish to speak. You may return back from whence you came.
Well, we might not be in distress ourselves, but the sea itself, maybe soon.
The seas are in distress. This is not likely. For while these regions and waters are within my protection, all are safe. Well, not the fish. I ate the fish.
The circle of life.
Indeed.
Do we have the
Sample?
yeah, so there's something polluting your sea. This is a sample of the trail that we followed to the island over there. We believe it's a black dragon.
The dragon leans in close. Its head alone is about the size of you four. As it breathes in, you see its nose crinkle up and it recoil.
I know this scent. Scarhorn. A dragon that resides on the island not far from here. He pollutes these waters with his presence. I'm aware of him, but he is a formidable adversary. For now, I have opted to allow him to reside upon the lands he chose and the skies above. The waters and the depths below are mine. So long as this peace is held, no battles shall happen.
Well, he killed a friend of mine. And the peace will not live long. Also, we collected that sample from your waters.
Yeah, there's a whole trail of it. Miles and miles long.
While they were kind of about to offer condolences for the loss of your friend, when you mentioned that...
sorry.
No, it's fine. When you mentioned... stop interrupting me. And when you mention the stuff in the water, she'll then ask to be shown it. It does not take long to get to where it is, and when she sees it, she is seething.
He will pay for stepping onto my waters, polluting it with this vile substance.
At this point in time, you know that obviously the dragon is quite strong. There is a good chance the brine dragon won't come out of the fight unscathed. Cinderia, you obviously recall even just the breath weapon alone consumed the dragon last time.
Yeah.
We would like to help you. If possible, if you would accept our help, we will assist.
Would it help if we could lure him to where we're powerful?
Yes. If you could lure him to the seas, then the advantage would be mine. I will accept your help, small creatures.
Would you also like a potion of acid resist? Or would it affect you? I don't know how dragons are affected by potions.
I would accept your help greatly.
Hell yeah.
Though, it would probably be best for you to use such a tool. Your acid resistance, if you are like most of the goblins I have eaten up until this point, is probably not very high.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your concern.
Yeah, she's got several hundred hit points, so she's okay.
Yeah.
You don't.
I mean, I have 800 hit points. 100 and a half, actually, but yeah.
All right. So, with the aid of the brine dragon, you now have things set. Grandlog will let you off, and again, you will make your way to the southern side of the island. Swimming across, you then head towards the lair of Scarhorn.
The stench.
The stench is palpable. You remember this smell well when he visited Sandpoint. Just this acrid... Oops, I should probably put you back there, shouldn't I? And you guys all need to... You guys, this is all the stuff from yesterday. So let's move this out here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Not dead. Good. All right. You guys, well, like I said, you remember the acrid stench of the acid from the breath of the dragon. You remember the gamey smell from the corpses that are here. And you can see the walls of the lair are slightly melted from the various acid breaths that were used to carve and create this small inlet. It is here once more our heroes prepare to square off against Scarhorn.
All right. First things first. Potions.
Very well. Drinking your potions, our heroes will gain their resist 10 acid.
Yeah.
There you go. Done and done.
Wait.
All right. Second thing. How do we lure a dragon out of the soul?
Anger it and pull it to the cave entrance. Would be my guess.
Well,
Okay. As good a plan as any.
All right. So you make your way towards the dragon's lair.
yeah. Sato is still going to be. Still can't see him from here. Can anybody see him and stick an arrow in him? Or
I
gun?
think I see
oh,
him.
look, there he is. Now I can see him.
All right.
Ah.
As you arrive,
Are you perhaps lost, little ones? It is not I who have summoned you to Grubber's Isle, but my master. You are expected. Simply follow the mountain line to the eastern side. You will find him there. I do not have time
Perfect.
to show you myself.
Not interested in being shown there by the likes of something like you. Instead, I think that we should probably destroy you before we go and visit your master.
Thank you. It has been quite some time since I've had a good laugh like this. You destroy me and pray, little one. How do you intend to perform such a miracle?
With great enthusiasm.
Oh yes, at the very least, you'll need that.
And many holes in your puny wings!
I'm sorry, little goblin, it is hard for me to hear you from all the way behind your friend. Why don't you
Oh, that's
step
right! I yelled it!
into the light so that I can get a good look at you?
I am right here.
now at this point in time, I would
Looks
say
like
that
the
no, keeping in mind, Neil.
Yeah.
You are all wearing the ring. You are all immune to the dragon fear.
Oh yeah,
That does
true,
not
that's right.
that does not necessarily mean you can't be afraid. It just means that his passive aura isn't affecting you. You can
Okay.
still be cautious. You can still be afraid. But yes, he is he's calling you out. Basically, is sort of the thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I said you and your puny wings will get some holes in them.
I see. Well then, take your shot.
And he stretches up, like raising his wings to its full extension.
I take a shot, and in the process of taking a shot, pew, my phone goes flying, and I'm like, oh fuck!
That's fair. As you take your shot, your bow
that's what happened last
boomerangs. Whoop, 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 whoop. As you hold an arrow in your hand, and the bow lands in front of the dragon. The dragon looks down and goes,
What the fuck was this?
the dragon snarls and glares.
Did you take me for a joke?
Yes.
Make an intimidate check.
Whoa.
Your target number, let me just check here real quick, is
76.
34.
Whoa.
Oh, that's okay. I can get that with like two possible numbers.
Oh!
Well,
That's one of
turns out
them. There were 3 possible numbers.
there were 3 possible numbers.
Actually,
yeah.
4. 17, 18,
4,
19,
yeah, I know.
20. There you go.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, he roars, taking out his. Basically, he just leans backwards and just lets loose this terrifying. And he will charge. We're gonna go into initiative.
Yeah!
Yay!
All right.
Yeah. Oh shit, he's.
Well,
That's right, I forgot his
Scarhorn
first.
is going first, followed by Cinderial, Sato. Keldillion is here, but is in the reserve, like, kind of, waiting. Blix, and then Westonson. All right, Sato, you are the one who has begun invoking the creature's wrath. Its speed is 50 foot, so he is going to travel 40 foot to get to here. And as he does so, he uses his, let's see. He's going to use 1 attack to try and swipe at you, and 1 attack to try and swipe at Blix.
I would like to use my reaction Lucky Escape. It's a once a day reaction that a creature targets you with an attack, even if you aren't aware of it. For a melee attack.
Well, when after I do Sato, then we'll go into that.
Yep, go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's nasty.
All right, Sato, that critical hit, boom, 57 points of damage. It's bad, but you can wear it. You can wear it. Okay. With that being done, let's see if I get a critical effect here. Yes, there is. All right. The critical effect is, for slashing, spun around. You are flat-footed for 1 round. Or off guard, should we say. All right, so you are smacked so hard, your entire body kind of turns around. You feel like you were hit by a truck or a car or something, just boom, just collided. Now, Blix, second attack is coming towards you. The trigger is when you're targeted. You are being targeted.
Yep. Says trigger, a creature targets you with an attack.
You are targeted.
The effect says, your enemy lies in wait, lines up the perfect shot, and pulls the trigger. Then just at the right moment, you duck down and notice something scrawled on this corner, cobblestone and chalk, a shiny coin, or some other coincidental distraction, creating an opportunity for the attack to miss. The attacker must roll the attack twice and use the worst result.
Oh, very nice. Okay, let's see how that works. So, this is the first of my rolls, which is a hit. And this is the second roll, which is a critical hit. So,
okay, at least
it is a normal hit. So as it goes to sort of slash at you, you sort of reach out and go, my bow! And you try to get your bow. You miss getting like your head kind of ripped off, and instead just kind of like the pinky and the ring claw of the talon sort of ends up clipping you on the shoulder instead. So you kind of end up rolling with the, you end up rolling with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is going to give you... I'm just going to switch this to normal damage. Claw attack, here we go. And that is 27 points of damage as you are struck. And that is Scarhorn's opening volley. Now, unlike your previous fight, Cinderial, Scarhorn just seems to be furious. He's just lashing, he's scratching, he is not toying. It's not a cat and mouse game here. He has been enraged. All right, Cinderial, you're up.
Okay.
Now, your objective is to get him into the water.
Yep. So, considering it's going to be pulling Sato and everything. So, focusing on Sato, because obviously he's the principal wrath, she focuses the divine energy, and I think this is the first time I'm using this one. I'm going to be using heroic recovery as part of casting.
All right, what does that do?
So the restorative power of the healing invigorates the recipient. Next action is cast heal, which will be. In addition to gaining the hit points, the target also gains 3 bonuses until the end of its next turn. +5 movement speed, a +1 bonus to attack rolls, and a +1 bonus to the damage rolls.
Ooh.
If you're prone, you do also immediately stand up. So.
Okay.
Does it come off? Would that remove the off guard then, Deck?
Yeah. There we go. Removed.
That should be all the bonuses for that, and then the heal that you'll get is probably going to be a bit of an overheal, but it is what it is. Little bit of an overheal.
He's feeling really good now.
All right. But Sato, you do manage to become Rider's Reign, so there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully Sato now feels very heroic because he's facing down a dragon.
It does feel a little heroic. Anything else in Dario?
No, because it's one action for the heroic recovery and 2 actions for the heal.
Okay. Sato, you're up.
Sato is going to say to Blix, get him into the open.
I don't know how much I can do without a bow, but I will try.
And he's going to go. He manifested his the dragon around him right now. So, but that's just the little spectral thing. He's going to go into dragon stance and flurry of blows at this guy. Where's my target mode? Target him. Store damage. Let's see if we can hit him, and he is going to do his best to kick his shins.
All right. Critical miss.
And he's going to critically miss. But because I would actually like to use the nat 20 on this one.
Yeah, we can do
Whoa.
that. All right, nat 20, boom! As you go for a miss, but then you for a moment remember Crystal's final words, and then that just sort of inspires you to just boot a little harder, and boom! That kick comes in, and you watch as one of its legs sort of like buckles under the hit for 67 damage. Very nice. And roll your percentage.
Oops, I still have the second attack too, so let's see what happens on the percentage.
20, that's going to succeed on getting a critical. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Sorry, my apologies.
No.
You need to get higher than. Yep.
Yep. Okay, and he's going to go for the second kick.
Oh.
That was a critical miss. So, should I release the damage and then roll and then do the
Roll your percentage first. Let's see what happens. Because it might do something fun like redirect your critical hit to hit Blix or something.
Oh.
Okay, that is a 19. Because remember, this is a single attack. So while you're making 2 attack actions, you're actually taking 1 action. So if the critical hit affects, it applies to this, and if it fumble applies, it applies to this as well. Okay, here we go. Melee. Nope, because you don't have a weapon to drop unless you want to lose your arms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, because again, your weapon doesn't tangle.
He could trip over his feet.
Ah, there we go. Catch your breath. You are slowed 2 until the end of your next turn. Which is...
Does that take effect immediately?
That will take effect immediately.
Okay, so he cannot move out.
You cannot.
So I will at least There's the damage on him.
All right. Now keep in mind, just before you do that, you remember you do have a hero point.
Oh. No, it's
I
okay.
thought you said.
Sure.
I thought you said we couldn't use the hero point after we did the percentage.
Yeah, you did that with
Oh,
me
right.
last
You're right.
time.
You're right. You are correct.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's do the thing. So release the damage.
I did.
Good. And then we will slow you too. So you are suddenly out of breath. That critical hit, that extra push that you did, basically you feel your lungs burning as you just kind of like threw everything into that kick, which of course the dragon felt, but at the same time, so did you.
Yeah.
All right, and that is
It's supposed to be slowed. Did you say slowed 2 or slowed 1? I shouldn't ask that, but I will.
2. Is slow 2. All right. But then, yeah, you sort of look like you're trying to move back, but then you just suddenly found yourself dizzy and out of breath. Blix, you're up.
All right. So you said you can pull out a weapon as part of the move action, right?
You can pull a move action, probably pull a weapon as part of the move action. You can't pull multiple things and then also equip them, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you had a
Put it
shield,
away and
you can wield a knife. You have to equip a shield.
Okay. So my plan is, I mean, I don't really know how I can just pull this, or I can't really pull it out as a goblin. I could try to yell at it and get it to come out more. We also are, I think, talking about a way to like maybe keep this thing from flying. So I think Blix wants to get up to one of its webbing in its wings and try to cut a hole in it as I move up the wall. I'm gonna try and, because trying to get up to its wing, I have wall jump. I want to run up the wall and then jump off the wall up to its wing and try to attack it.
All right, so we're gonna make. So I'm gonna give you a choice. You can either do this as 2 actions, which will lower the DC, or a single action, which will have quite a high DC. It'll require an athletics check.
Well, yeah, it does. But the wall jump actually says at the end of the movement while running up, I can then make another jump.
Yeah. It's not about the wall jump. It's about then initiating a grapple with the dragon.
Oh, okay. I was just planning on attacking the wing and falling down to cut it open.
Yeah. But you're still trying to get onto the dragon, right?
No, I'm just trying to get up to its
land
wing
next to
and
it.
attack
Okay, cool. All right. In which case, yeah, that's fine. Then make one athletics check, and then if you succeed in the athletics check, make an attack with a bonus.
Okay. 28 says failure. Can I use a hero point?
Hold on, no, 1 second. Sorry, that's based on the dragons thing. Let me just readjust that. 26 is fine. You do make it.
20. Okay, sounds good. All right, so then running up the wall and jumping off towards its wing, I'm going to make an attack with my dagger.
What's your athletics check bonus? Proficiency?
I have a master in athletics.
All right, so you get a +3 to your attack.
Awesome. Okay, so 3. And
Now, you won't cut the wing unless you make a critical hit, but that'll be your designated cold shot.
Yep. 30 is a miss, so I actually do want to burn my nat 20 because that was the plan.
Oh, another nat 20. All right, very well. Look at that. Everyone's using their nat 20s. All right, roll the critical hit. And one of his wings is now damaged. He will halve his fly speed.
58.
And a crit. Nice. No, you don't roll it. Just roll your damage.
I thought you...
No. Remember, you made a cold shot, so instead of the percentage, you then get the. Oh, actually, no. You still need to roll. No. If you make a cold shot, you're making the cold shot. Sorry, this is my rule from now on. If you make a cold shot for a crit effect, if you land the crit, you'll get it because I want it to be cinematic and I want it to happen. I don't want the percentage to kind of interact that. The percentage is just for a random one. You know what I mean? And the random ones can be pretty bad, but no, this is fine.
It's because I use... Sorry, can you heal that back? It's because I used the crit token and not actually crit. My bad.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. Now we can do that. Yeah! So 22 points of damage.
Okay. Nice. Camino, that is exactly what I'm imagining. Kind of like the pirate movie where you stab the sail and you drag the knife down. It cuts through the leather, and now he has a half move speed with his flying. He roars in pain.
All right, and then last action, I just say, "See, I got a hole in it now," and then I will run. It just potentially that's my trying to antagonize him and get him outside.
Okay, so one action to fly, one action to slash, and as you move away, he is going to try and hit you with his tail.
Yep.
As his reaction.
Oh, that was almost.
And he lands a critical hit.
Ouch!
Now his idea is to interrupt your movement here, so that is precisely what he's going to do. 45 points of damage. As you go to run, the tail that whips around at you rips your feet from under you. What is your fortitude DC?
It's 31.
It's fine.
21 plus 10, right? Yeah. Oh,
29? All right, and you are knocked prone by the dragon's tail.
Dang. Ah! Up. As I face plant and just get a face full of dirt and sand.
You dare knock me, you insignificant worm. I look forward to bathing this beach with your blood.
Yep. Okay.
That's my turn.
That is your turn. Which then brings us to Westinson. The dangerous bit is that the two guys on the inside didn't get out this round, which not a great start, but not a bad start.
Not optimal.
It's suboptimal.
I'm gonna start off by pulling Skippy.
All right, you pull out your gun. Hey, Westinson, who is shooting today?
Good to see you live.
Skippy,
Wowee! I can't
see
wait
that
to
big
kill
dragon
someone.
over
Yeah, I see that dragon. He's big and he's scary.
there? Yep, you're small and you won't notice.
Oh man,
I'm gonna
that sounds
shoot
like
you at him,
Yep.
and you're gonna put as many holes in his wings as you can.
Specifically his wings? Ooh, that might be a little hard because you only get one critical hit with me. And then after that, I just keep doing passive damage. So the only way for me to penetrate his wings is if you make a really good shot on that first hit.
Just rips his wing off by the base.
Let's see what we can do then.
All right, let's do it. Lock and load. As he flies into your gun.
Dun, 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 dun.
A hit.
I'm gonna spend my net 20.
Oh, dang. You guys really hate this guy. All right. Looking at 20. You watch as Skippy flies directly into the dragon's wing and then creates like... basically just creates hundreds of Swiss cheese-like holes throughout his wings. Once again, the dragon roars in pain and the fly speed is now negated. as Skippy goes, I did it, boss!
You did good. Although it's not adding the critical dice to the...
It should if you hit the...
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
It just doesn't show the dice.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah. All right, with 28 points of damage, once again, basically, the dragon is not happy. He's not a happy camper.
So with Skippy just running around the dragon now, doing weird and wonderful things.
Yep.
I can't fly anymore. Do I think I could possibly throw Blix?
Ooh, yeah, probably. And what's your strength?
+2.
Yeah, you probably throw Blix.
Okay. So
God,
I'm
seven
gonna move
toss.
up here,
Six,
and I'm gonna Goblin Toss Blix behind
Goblin toss.
to throw him out of the
Wow.
cave.
All right, roll an athletics check. And Blix, are you resisting?
No. I'm currently in the sand face down. Oh no.
Terrible
Okay.
roll tonight.
No, that's okay. Not terrible. You kind of just sort of throw him to about here, and he'll take... He'll take 5 damage.
Ow!
Sato,
Oh god, there's a rock! Oh! There's a rock
Run.
in the sand.
Yeah, Westonson tells you to run.
Oh.
Okay. The dragon, still angry and enraged, this time very much at Westonson and Blix. And all of you. Honestly, he's angry at so many of you, he would not hesitate at this point in time as he
breath weapon.
opens his mouth for a breath weapon attack. As he breathes in, you can see the glowing, pulsing green and mustard yellow gas sort of pouring out of the sides of his lips. As, yeah, he's gonna hit you with this. Now, Sato, you currently have the shield equipped. So, because it's a black dragon acid boost, I'm gonna give you 28 resist on this. Because it's gonna basically negate an extra chunk of damage from being a black dragon. Everyone else has your normal 10 acid resist. So let's now see how we go. How do I target again? Do I
Control click the tokens.
control click the tokens? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here we go. Breath weapon attack. Ooh, Westonson, that's no bueno. Okay, so natural 20 from Sato. Sato takes no damage from the breath weapon. He realizes being this close as the breath is coming out, the safest place is directly under its chin, taking a half step forward as the breath explodes outwards. Westonson, however, you are in a very killer zone with nowhere to go left or right or back or forward. You kind of take a moment to sort of shield as much of Blix as you can with your body for the natural 1. Blix, however, and Cinderial, neither of you are able to find cover in time as this swath of acid now rains down on you. Now, we do have chances for hero points if anyone would like to use them.
I will. Since
Yep, go ahead.
I probably should.
You may.
I was gonna say, if you want to do it, what you can do is just drag the effect onto each of our, the save onto each of our tokens, and
it'll re-roll it? Okay, cool. So hold on, let me take the hero points off first. So Cinderial's using 1. Westonson's using 1. Blix, what about you?
I won't.
Okay. Okay, so I need to drag that reflex save onto Westonson. Critical success, no damage.
Nice.
Good, hero point.
And for Cinderial, still a failure, I'm afraid. Okay, so now it should work if I just drop the breath weapon damage.
Correct.
All right, here we go. Okay, so that is 60 points of damage, of which no damage goes to Sato and Westonson, but 50 damage rips through both Blix and Cinderial.
My back.
As it roars, and by the way, this is also a how far is this? This is an 80-foot line. So basically, this is going to go out, and it will hit this. Oh shit! Actually.
Oh.
Actually, it will hit. It will hit Caldalian.
Is she underwater?
Oh yes, no, she's underwater. Of course. She wouldn't be on the surface. Good thinking, Cookie. What was that?
She's probably just angry now that our ocean is
It's slightly
tainted.
more. Yeah, that's true.
She'll be seeing that thing going above the head. Like now, she's really annoyed.
And with their
She was only moderately.
Yeah, and with their last action, they're gonna use their. Oh, I'm gonna roll a percentage on this one. This might be fun. This might be mean. Yeah. Okay. So, Clippy is darting around, dealing damage. Wee! I got this, boss. I got this. Are you watching me? Boss?
You got it, kid.
You then watch as Scarhorn sees the bullet flying through the air. I'm doing it, boss. I'm doing it. And you watch as poor Skippy, in a single moment, the dragon eats Skippy, and you hear this tink.
Oh no!
From betwixt the dragon's teeth.
Now he's got
I'll
the
dig that out of you later.
popcorn kernel in him.
He snarls. You can kind of see the corners of his teeth, where the gums are, just sort of flaring up. As you no longer hear Skippy's enthusiastic cries of battle. Cinderio, you're up next.
Yeah.
Technically, Westonson, he did eat your bullet.
Yep.
Yep.
Thus, I'll dig it out of him later.
So almost a rinse and repeat. This time, as she reaches down to help Lex out, Lex, you're now going to feel heroic.
You don't need to roll. I was gonna say you don't need to roll that. You will deal full healing, as that is what you did last time when you healed Blix. You healed him up to full.
Whoa!
So even though it is technically more than you would be capable of healing with that, that's what happened last time. That's what's happening this time.
I'll just take the spell off.
Oh no, you can still add the buffs and stuff like that, obviously. But
yeah, I've added the buff. But yeah.
Yep.
You know, I'm just taking the spell slot off. And then realizing that she should do what she should have done, what she did last time. It's just getting the days slightly muddled because of the overlapping memories. As she ducks behind the corner.
All right. You duck behind the corner. Sato, you're up.
Okay, so he's got one whole move, right? Because he's still slowed too?
Yes, indeed.
Or one whole action.
One whole action.
He is going to go get clear of the cave. And he is going to head out. And in fact, he's going to go and hide by Cinderio.
Okay. I think it's pretty safe to say, is that kind of what Westonson and Blix are going to be doing?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right. So we're gonna fast forward here as you both do this, and of course, in that moment, that is when the dragon Scarhorn will come out to try and get you, and as it does so, it does not. Oh, actually, you know what? I do get a perception check here. I'm gonna try and do this as quick as I can. Perception check. It is. Ooh. Okay. That's not great. Let's see how she does. Come on. Unfortunately, he is not off guard as the brine dragon leaps up out of the water. 34. I needed a 38. I'm going to use a jinx point on this one.
Ooh.
All right, let's try that again. Much better. All right.
Whoa!
As the brine dragon leaps out of the water, it grabs hold of Scarhorn and drags him into the surf. This is where the battle now starts in the water with waves and wings, talons and claws flying upwards. But that is where we're going to have to end today's session, as our heroes have emerged with their plan now in full swing. Will they be able to finish off Scarhorn next week? Find out when we return. In the meantime, however, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during our week. Be sure to tune in for our next session on Sunday for Tyrant's Grasp. And guys, if you are interested, we do have spots available on our tables. Go check out our Patreon. All the availabilities are listed there. We got 2 spots here available. We've got 1 spot on Sunday, and we've got another one on Wednesday as well. Big shout out and special mention to our friend Josh. Josh, I hope you enjoyed your convention, my friend. I caught your panel. You're amazing. You're talented. I love you, and I love your energy, your vibe. If you have a chance to, go follow Josh and go check out all of the Josh's stuff as well. Big love, big celebrations. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend, and as always, till we meet again, game hard or die trying. Bye, guys.